Hi guys, it's Lisa from lisasfoodaddiction.com, and today on Lisa's Food Addiction we are going to be making this homemade buttery flaky pie crust with only a few simple ingredients. So let's get cooking. To get started guys, I have some all-purpose flour here. I also have some sugar and a little bit of salt. Go ahead and grab your favorite mixing bowl and we're going to add all of our ingredients into the bowl. I'm using all-purpose flour and we're going to follow that with our sugar and salt. So guys, as you can see, the ingredients we are using so far are super simple: flour, sugar, salt. Three ingredients that I'm pretty sure all of you guys watching this video right now have in your kitchen cabinets. To this, after we are done mixing, we are going to add in some butter, and I also have some crisco here as well. We want to make sure that our butter is ice cold as well as our crisco, and this is going to be beneficial when we begin mixing up our dough, so the heat from our hands does not melt all of that nice butter and crisco that we have added. We're also going to use a grater, a cheese grater, to shred our butter into the flour. This is going to really help with that buttery flavor in our pie crust. Each bit of the pie crust is going to have bits and bits of butter and crisco, so you definitely do not want to skip this step when you are making this. However, if you do not have a cheese grater, you can also cut up your butter and crisco into very small cubes and cut it into your flour from there. And here is what your mixture should look like. All of those lumps are lumps of butter and crisco that is going to taste very good later on. Now we are going to add in some water, and this is going to actually turn our flour and butter into a dough. We're going to mix this up, y'all, until the flour has completely absorbed all of that water that we added in. Also, I forgot to mention that you want to make sure that your water is ice cold when you add it into your mixture. This is what it should look like. It's starting to look like a dough, and now we are going to begin forming it into a ball. This is going to get kind of messy, but this is my favorite part because we get to play with the dough. So go ahead and pull up your sleeves and get ready to form this pie dough into a ball. Once you have done that, we're going to place it onto some plastic wrap. Using our fingers, we are going to pat this dough down, and our goal is to shape it or form it into like a disc, a flattened circle shape. Guys, this was so addicting, pressing my fingers down into this dough. As you can see, it shouldn't take me that long to do it, but it was so fun. After you are done, just cover it with the plastic wrap, and we are going to put this in our refrigerator. To let that butter and crisco harden back up in the dough, we're going to place this in our refrigerator for 30 minutes. Now that our dough is fresh out of the refrigerator, we are going to cut this dough in half, because not only does this pie crust dough use simple ingredients, but it also makes 2 servings. So y'all, with this recipe, you are going to get 2 pie crusts, 2 whole pie crusts that will fit a 9-inch pie pan. And to split this dough up, I just used my hand to make like a little line to try to cut the dough in half the best that I can. And once we have separated our dough, we're just going to make dough balls like we did before. While we're making our dough balls, we want to make sure that they are the same size so that we get the same serving or the same size pie crust when we go to make our pies later on. So when I was making my dough balls, I realized that one was definitely bigger than the other one. So once you start to flatten them, if you see that one is bigger than the other, that is totally fine. Just grab a piece from the larger one and add it to the smaller one. and try to make them the same size, you know, the best way that you could. And from this point, guys, this is actually all that we have to do. We are done with this pie crust dough. It is super simple, simple ingredients, really easy to make, especially around this time of the year when everything is busy and you want to bake and do extra things in the kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this recipe. If you did, don't forget to hit that notification bell down below, and you can also leave me a comment. Until next time, guys, always remember, if I can cook it, anyone can. Happy cooking, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!